Welcome back, viewers. The top focus is the investigation around the Saif stabbing case, the speculation, the theories, controversies, conspiracy theories as well, and all the unanswered questions. So as the investigation in the Saif stabbing case is deepening, there are several glaring discrepancies which have been unearthed. Now, the accused father has claimed that his son's face does not match with the person who has been caught on the CCTV camera. The lawyer representing Shariful Islam, that's the lawyer who has now seconded the accused father's version, as one would expect. The man, he says, who was on CCTV, his face, the lawyer of the accused, claim doesn't match with that of Shariful Islam. The police is now going to conduct a facial recognition test of the Bangladeshi man who they have arrested for allegedly stabbing Bollywood actor Saif Ali Khan. The facial analysis also is going to be done to ascertain that if he was the same person who's seen on CCTV from the actor's building in Bandra. All right, viewers, let's tell you a little bit more about who really attacked Saif, what the private forensic report finding says, and that really, is the crux and the summation of the argument of the lawyer, really, of the accused as well. Now, what do we know? What is this private forensic report finding? Again, a caveat which I must tell our viewers, the private forensic report again was presented by the lawyer of the accused. What do they say? Now, that says that the forehead is long and broad, claiming that it doesn't match. The eyebrows are basically narrower of the person who was caught on the CCTV. The eyes are almond shaped. Again, the person caught on CCTV, the forensic report basically telling us about, the size and shape of the face. Also, the arrested accused, and this is where the juxtaposition lies. The forehead in the CCTV, the report claims was broad. The arrested accused forehead is rather short and broad, not longish as the person seen on the CCTV. Also, the eyebrows are wider as compared to the person on CCTV. The eyes are round and not almond shape as compared to the person on CCTV, and that's the conclusion. The photograph provided are of a different individual. These two don't match. That's conclusion number one, or the key summation of the private forensic report. Now, why is it important to mention where the report came from? Because that also, is very important. That puts really a question mark on the report itself, because this was also presented by the lawyer of the accused. Also very important it is to understand, viewers, why the facial recognition at the moment is required, why it's imperative at this point of time in the particular case. Now, talking about really, why the facial recognition is needed, because there are a lot of doubts and aspersions which have been cast. To clear all those doubts, to dispel and establish truth is why we need, the facial recognition for the accused. Yesterday, the cops said that they will be going for a facial mapping test. There's doubts on similarity between accused and CCTV images. To clarify, to put all of that to rest. Reason number two, according to sources, it's going to be helpful in guiding the investigation. It's going to obviously take the investigation in the right direction. It will also provide, the speaking evidence in the court as far as the side of the cops is concerned. Also, facial recognition is helpful in gathering intelligence, so it's always good. It's going to make the case foolproof. There's going to be a scientific proof as well. Whether the face of the accused, who they have caught and who is seen on CCTV, is it the same person or not? All of that is going to be established beyond doubt by the facial recognition test. Now, all of the doubts really started with the father of the accused, who had, remember, yesterday claimed, viewers, that the face of the accused, that is his son, and the man on the CCTV do not match. He made these claims in an exclusive conversation with Times Now's Pratibha. Listen in to this conversation.
Shariful Islam's father is joining us on the broadcast. Thank you for joining us. पहले तो मैं आपसे पूछना चाहूंगी कि जो सीसीटीवी फुटेज में दिख रहा है और जिसको गिरफ्तार किया गया है, क्या वो आपका बेटा है?
हाँ, शरीफुल इस्लाम हमारा ছেলে।
Okay, he is your son. बट क्या आप बता सकते हैं कि आपने बोला है कि जो सीसीटीवी में दिख रहा है वो आपका बेटा नहीं है, जो गिरफ्तार हुआ है वो आपका बेटा है, लेकिन सीसीटीवी में वो नहीं था। आपको ऐसा क्यों लगता है कि जो सीसीटीवी में दिख रहा है वो इट्स अ कम्प्लीटली डिफरेंट पर्सन?
सीसीटीवीতে ফুটেজে দেখা যাচ্ছে সে আমার ছেলে নয়। কারণ আমার ছেলের মুখ ভারী এবং ওই ছেলের মুখ চাপা। এবং চুল ঢাকানো। এই আমার ছেলে অত বড় চুল রাখে না, সে ওই ছোট করে চুল রাখে এবং উপরে ব্যাক ব্রাশ করে এবং উপরে চুল দাঁড়ানো থাকে। এই কারণে আমি বলছি সিসি ফুটেজে যে ছেলের দেখা যাচ্ছে সেই ছেলে আমার ছেলের ছবি নয়।
Okay, all right. So he says that the facial features don't match. The man who has been arrested is his son, but the man in the CCTV footage is not the same. He says it's completely different. The facial features are different. It's very lean. My son does not look like that. मैं आपसे पूछूंगी कि आपका अपील क्या है अथॉरिटी से, आप क्या कहना चाहेंगे, क्योंकि आप कह रहे हैं कि जिसको सीसीटीवी में देखा जा सकता है वो आपका बेटा नहीं है, लेकिन उससे अरेस्ट कर दिया गया है।
আমি তো সরকারের কাছে দাবি জানাচ্ছি যে মিথ্যা যেন হয়রানি না হয়, আমরা নির্দোষ এবং মিথ্যা কোনো কিছু না হয় আমরা সেটা দাবি করছি।
And on the 9th day of the investigation, viewers, into the near-fatal knife attack on Bollywood actor Saif Ali Khan, nothing really seems to be making any sense anymore. Inconsistencies are glaring. Questions are increasing. Versions are not matching with each other. The arrested attacker's police custody, remember, has been extended yesterday by 5 days. That was by a Mumbai court. He's going to be in police custody at least till the 29th of January before being produced again in court. Cops have argued that the investigation into some crucial aspects of the case are still pending. Cops have also claimed that the accused was constantly changing his statements and that they needed to interrogate him further to get to the bottom of this entire mystery.
The police has come forward with the police custody of the accused. We have objected to the length. Already the investigation has been done regarding the weapon and everything. Everything has been done. It has been clearly stated in the court that the investigation related to the accused is over. Therefore, further police custody is not required. The investigation regarding the inquiry and the CDR and other things for which the accused custody is not required.
And days after Mumbai police honored the investigating team members who nabbed Saif Ali Khan's attacker, Shariful Islam, there are chain of events that do not really add up. First, the timing of hospitalization, which is mentioned as 4:11 a.m., while remember Saif was attacked at 2 a.m. Remember, doctors in the past held press conferences to say that he was brought in sometime between 2 and 2:30 a.m. Point number 2, the person who brought Saif to the hospital is a man called Afsar Zaidi. He is also the business partner of Saif Ali Khan. He is Saif Ali Khan's friend as well. But doctors, remember, in the press conference had said that it was Taimur who had accompanied Saif Ali Khan. Point number 3, the wounds mentioned in the report are only 5, whereas the doctors had given a slightly different version. Listen into what the doctors had to say earlier.
पूरा उनका उसमें ब्लड था, but he walked in like a lion and only with his small child. दैट इज 6-7 साल का उनका जो लड़का है, तैमूर है शायद उसका नाम, हाँ, उसके साथ वो वॉक इन किए हैं विथ सो मच ऑफ दिस. ही इज अ रियल हीरो दैट वे.
Mr. Saif Ali Khan was admitted in the morning at 2 a.m. at Leelavati Hospital with alleged history of assault by some unknown person at 2 a.m. There are 4 major injuries, the 4 wounds. 2 are on the left hand, 1 is in the neck, and the major one which was with the sharp object harboring into the spine.
Okay, my colleague Arunil is live on the broadcast with her. Arunil, it looks like Saif Ali Khan's stabbing case saga has more twists and turns really than a Bollywood movie. Nothing seems to be adding up. From yesterday, obviously, we've been highlighting the discrepancies, the inconsistencies in multiple versions. Right now, it looks like the focus is on the forensic facial recognition because the lawyers, the accused lawyers rather, had said that the person on CCTV and the accused don't match. Take us through what is going to be the next step of the Mumbai police. How are they planning to make their case foolproof?
Well, the Mumbai police already has been saying that they have incriminating and cogent evidences against the accused in the case. In fact, Times Now is the only channel which spoke to the Minister of State Home Affairs, Yogesh Kadam. Official reaction from Maharashtra Home Ministry, which leads the Mumbai police investigation. He said that why do we have to question the Mumbai police in this? because we have recovered the blood-stained clothes from the accused. The accused has accepted his crime. He has also taken us to the place where he had hidden the weapons. We have incriminating evidences against the accused in this case. Now, again, coming to the other side, why question marks are being raised? Because if you look at the CCTV visuals, the person looks different. The person who has been arrested looks completely different. We asked this question to Mr. Kadam, who's from the Home Ministry. He said that it depends on the lens of a CCTV camera. A person may look different. We are just putting out the story from both the sides because just trying to balance it out. With respect to the accused lawyer is concerned, he presented a report from one of the private forensic agency which said, we also mentioned about it, several facial features are not matching with the accused that has been arrested by the Mumbai police.
Right.
Now, what will be the next plan of action? It seems like the Mumbai police there is a pressure mounted on them, and they may be doing a facial recognition
All right.
test.
Arunil, you're right. We're running out of time, but just to sum up exactly what a reporter Arunil was getting us, obviously pressure on Mumbai police mounting. They're likely to do a facial recognition test soon. Thank you for joining us with all these details. We slip into a short commercial break. News and updates on the other side. Please don't go anywhere.